guys, so today we're doing a video on how to get a really summery makeup look from all products from the drugstore. So I've already put my base and my tinted moisturiser on simply because this is a trick that I have for long lasting makeup in the summer, is to moisturise. Make sure you do lots of put moisturiser on every night, every morning, and when you put makeup on. I use the Simple Kind Skin Hydrating Light Moisturiser. It's my heaven. I only use a little bit because I use a tinted moisturiser for like my foundation. And then I put this on. I let this dry for about 15 minutes and I put this on and I let that dry for about 15 minutes. So it's quite a long process, but it just helps. So those two products I leave on for a while and I've left them to dry. And it helps everything last a lot longer. My hair looks probably really thin today because I've been to get it cut and she thinned it out loads. So yeah, now I'm going to be using the Natural Collection concealer because I have this thing where I have to have the same branded concealer and whatever I'm using on my face because I always find that they blend better. So I'm using the shade Fair, so it kind of highlights my eyes, and I'm going to put this where I need it and where I want to highlight. I haven't got really massive spots at the moment that I want to cover up, so I applied my tinted moisturiser and my moisturiser with my hands, by the way, but with this I'm just going to be using the Bonbon Solo brush. I don't know what this is actually for, but I use it for concealer, and you just want to pat it in first. It would get really loud in a minute because my family has just arrived for a barbecue because it's such nice weather. I just put a little bit above my cupid's bow. So that's kind of brightened my face up a little bit. It's not too heavy coverage either. So now I'm going to apply my powder. I don't let this dry because it's just quite thick anyway. So I'm using the Collection loose powder and I'm using the tiniest little bit. You can see that because it's summer and at the end of the day you still want powder on, but you don't want too much. Tap it back into the lid so you save it a bit more. And I'm just going to press it and press swipe, like dab it around where I've put my concealer on, and I tend to get the most oily. This looks still dewy, but it's not too dewy. And then I just kind of apply it, but like with like a little jittery kind of motion. So this tinted moisturiser is quite light for me, so I like to now go in with my Natural Dazzle bronzer from Barry M. I don't know what shade it's in, it doesn't tell you. And just clean off my bronzing brush because it's got sparkly bronzer on at the moment, and this is just a matte bronzer just to darken up my face a bit. And I just apply this everywhere, more in my cheekbones. I apply a different bronzer on in a minute, but this just kind of sculpts my face and darkens up a bit. And now I take my Natural Collection bronzing powder in Golden Glow, and I like to take this. It's like a nice shimmery and it's got a nice golden kind of, clues in the name, sparkle to it. So I take this kind of like around my cheeks, on my cheeks and round on to my temples. So I think this looks really beautiful. When the kind of sun catches you, you look really pretty. And you look like a golden goddess. The natural, my light's not on, the natural sun's kind of coming in and it's hitting it and it looks so pretty. So now I've got that on, I'm just going to take my normal powder brush just to really blend everything out, because I hate having harsh lines and things like that. So blend everything out. Now I take a cream blush. This is the MUA Blush Perfection blush in the shade Blossom, and it's really good and I love it. So I like a cream blush because it blends in a lot better, and you can use this on your lips as well, so bonus. I like to take an angled cheek brush and take a tiny bit of product and dab it in. You're probably thinking, whoa, that's loads, but it's really pink as well, so I need to be really careful. It's like an orangey corally pink, so I need to be really careful that I don't put way too much on, otherwise I do look like a clown. Then I just like to blend, blend, blend. You don't want to blend too much, you don't want to blend too less, if you know what I mean. So I just like to take a flat kabuki brush now, and this will bring up some of the product if I am. I find that this kind of takes off the product that I don't need and keeps the stuff on that I do. So now I just like to take a little bit more, have that another brush there, a little bit more powder just to set that blush. So that is my kind of main face. I'm just going to take my hair down now, because now I've just been to get my hair cut. So now I've had it up for a while, it's given it a bit more volume. So I've had it all chopped off. So yeah. Now I'm going to do like my brows and my eyes and things like that. Excuse me, really, I need to brush it. So I'm just going to do my brows and my eyes now. Do my brows first, I think. What is this? Because I like to brush my brows out and pluck them, just to tidy them up a bit, because they are probably really messy at the moment. So I probably should have done this before I did my makeup, but never mind. So you want to pull your skin taut, but without kind of ruining your makeup at the same time. So I'm going to leave them like that because they're quite bushy anyway, so naturally quite bushy. Right. Let's tie half back quickly into this messy little updo. So now I'm just going to fill them in a little bit. I don't do this a lot, as I will look like a weirdo because I have not got the thinnest eyebrows in the world naturally, so I just like to fill them in a little bit where they've threaded them and they've kind of taken a chunk out. And when they thread them, they kind of take too many away from the front, so I end up with like weird eyebrows. So that is how I do my brows. So I do them like that, so they are quite in your face. And I just comb them through. And brush it off. and kind of wiggle my way through my eyebrow at first and then wipe it again. And this kind of sets them. Then I'm just going to take a clear mascara. I use this for my eyelashes and my eyebrows. That's probably really bad. But I just like to take this just to set them, and this makes them a little bit darker as well. So sometimes I just wear this on its own so I don't have to fill them in. But this look is kind of time consuming anyway, so why not make it longer? So now I'm going to do my eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the Revolution palette. It is a dupe for the Naked palette. So I'm just going to take eyeshadow brush, the pale pink colour, and I'm going to take this all over my lid because it's a natural colour. I don't want too heavy, and I'm just going to take the shiny one and kind of just put it in the centre and just make my way around. So I'm not going to put any definition in my crease. However, I am going to bring the shiny one up a little bit. Shimmer. Just to make my eyes look a little bit brighter. But the two shades I've been using is this one and this one. So now I'm going to do my eyelashes. I don't do anything with my eyelashes in the summer because I tend to rub my eyes a lot, so I just curl them. And that's it. So now I'm just going to do my lips ever so quickly. I'm taking the MUA Power Pow. I don't know, this is in the shade Crazy in Love. And I apply a tiny bit of this. So that is my makeup look for today. I'll take my hair down. So it's the Finish Masterpiece. So I absolutely love this natural makeup look, and I hope you guys love it too. So I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I love you guys. Bye.